back in the second half, and I can't believe what we just saw at intermission. That attack by the Prophecy on Amazing Red, the SAT, Red's knee, serious damage sustained to it. I can't even get any words out. I'm so disgusted.
I can't believe that interview with Jim Cornette and Les Thatcher and Daniels, and Jim Cornette stating, hey guys, you want to know how the Rock and Roll Express lost the belts to the Midnight Express back in the 80s in NWA? And I think they just recreated that angle at the expense of the Amazing Red as he got taken out at the concession table. I don't even know how he's going to be able to wrestle tonight with all the injuries he sustained by the Prophecy and Jim Cornette.
Well, let's talk about that situation in a moment. We got four-corner survival kicking it off here in the second half. Michael Shane in there with Hot Stuff Hernandez right now. Scooty Andrews on the outside and Slyck Wagner Brown in the other corner. Of course, four-corner survival. Rules are very simple. Every man for himself. You got to have some tags. But it's one fall to a finish. That means no, let this fall happen and so-and-so get eliminated, so I'll just get the next fall. You got to get that one fall if you want to win it. As Michael Shane right now chopping Hot Stuff, nobody wanted in on the big man, and he levels Michael Shane with a big chop. Slyck Wagner Brown, you see him with the bleach blonde here on the outside, and upcomer looking to establish his name in ROH, and that's why he needs a victory tonight. Hot Stuff Hernandez, very impressive so far, especially with that military press. Still needs that first big win though, although he did score the ball in New Jersey just 3 weeks ago, but he needs that big singles win, and that leg lariat will bring it to you. Michael Shea, kind of a man without a cause right now in ROH, as he was part of the group that lost that losing faction Muskus band match at Night of the Grudges, so he needs a victory to get back on track and rolling here in singles competition. And Scoot Andrews, it's been about a year since we've seen him, and he needs this victory tonight so that he'll get future bookings here in ROH and get a spot back.
And I forgot one thing else. April Hunter at ringside.
April Hunter is always in the corner. Slyck Wagner Brown, and boy, the shouts of top-ties I've heard. I tell you what, I just want to reach out and never mind about that.
Let's get back to the match. And it's really good to see Scoot Andrews. He hasn't been in Ring of Honor in about a year, and it's great to see him back in the ring here in ROH.
And he's lost a lot of hair in that year. Whoa, what a throw right there by Hot Stuff Hernandez. This guy is a complete powerhouse, and he can fly too. Very impressive athlete. He kind of looks like Kurt Angle in the face too.
A slight resemblance right there, but I think he's more of a monster than Kurt Angle. You see the size of this guy? This guy's got muscles on top of muscles. And Michael Shane resorting to a low blow there. A kicks out to the border. He follows up with a flying forearm going for the cover. But no, not enough, as that monster just pressed him right off.
And Slyck Wagner Brown avoiding the tag, and finally Michael Shane sneaks an attack on Scoot Andrews and gets out. Michael Shane, a guy who's good after he allows a finesse like he just showed in order to win this one. And Scoot in, but look at that, Slyck Wagner Brown slap in the back of Hot Stuff Hernandez. That means he's in. Slyck, a tremendous athlete, a great upcomer, has all the tools in the world, all the potential in the world, and it's only a matter of time before he realizes that potential, I believe, and he needs that big victory to really get off and rolling. Scoot Andrews, a veteran, a man that very
Kick it! Stop!
a big part of when ROH first started. He had to take some time off as his wife had a baby, and now he's hoping to establish himself back in Ring of Honor one more time. And he tries with that hip toss, but Slyck blocks and he's an arm drag of his own. And there's another one by Slyck on Scoot Andrews.
And I'll tell you what we talked about earlier in the Homicide Chris Sabin match. A victory in this four-corner survival match could elevate one of these participants into the top 5. If you can win this match, it's definitely very important to do in ROH with your rankings and standings. And a big shot there by Scoot Andrews as he has Slyck Wagner in the corner. Shoots him out. Slyck fouls up. Go for a monkey flip. Nicely executed. But no, Slyck Wagner comes back as he cinches in the armbar right there. Nicely done.
You made a very good point about getting in the top 5 rankings, and even if you win this match, it might not quite be enough to get in the top 5, but it can set you up for your next victory will get you into the top 5. The Ring of Honor officials pay attention to that kind of thing. When you're also dealing with 4 guys that really, well, they need, quite frankly, to make their spot here in Ring of Honor, and a win will definitely help them make their spot right here in ROH.
Stop right now!
Shots there by Hot Stuff Hernandez, and he flies through it like a gigantic lariat. Slyck Wagner Brown will be out on his feet right here.
And that's why no one wants to get in the ring with Hot Stuff Hernandez. Slingshots in.
Nice agility there by that big man. And a little pissed off from Rob Hansen. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to have Hot Stuff Hernandez. Man, hey, this guy is, I can't, words don't even speak the ability and the size that this guy has. And you see what he did to the Carnage crew. Almost single-handedly destroyed them in Elizabeth 3 weeks ago. And now Scoot Andrews coming back. the nice armbar on Slyck Wagner Brown.
Hot stuff is also as tough as they come. As there you see the beautiful April Hunter cheering on her man, Slyck Wagner Brown. Don't be fooled by April Hunter, too. She is an excellent athlete, an excellent women's competitor, and I look forward to seeing her in action here in ROH. Slyck Wagner Brown now with that hit scissors on Scoot Andrews. Scoot Andrews trying to, well, he's got that bald head, so that'll help him get out of there, as he can use a slipness from the perspiration on his forehead, and he does to slip out of the hole, and now he's tying Slyck Wagner Brown up. But let's get back to what we saw at intermission just moments ago. The SAT Amazing Red signing free autographs for the fans here in Dayton. It's just a little added bonus if you come to the live ROH shows. And what happens? Chris Daniels, Dan Moffat, and Danger, and Jim Kunitz laying him out. Daniels targeting that leg of Amazing Red. Red's leg has been a sore spot on him for a few months now. In fact, he might even need surgery on it. He's still trying to gut it out and wrestle. But after the Briscoes, they really did a number on that leg at Death Before Dishonor, weakening that knee even more. And now, after what Daniels did, unbelievable with Cornette and the Prophecy, we do have Les Thatcher on the back right now. He's checking up on Amazing Red. As soon as he hears something, he's going to tell our producer, Artie, who's going to tell me in my earpiece, and I will relay the information right on to you.
And I'll tell you what, Les Thatcher, he just came to the show to watch. He was a little interested in ROH, and I'll tell you what, the officials here put him to work. And there you see April Hunter again on the outside, cheering on her man, Slyck Wagner Brown, as he's in a little bit of trouble here, as Michael Shane had the head scissors, but Slyck Wagner Brown escapes. But then the big man just got tagged in.
Michael Shane, a very sneaky competitor, and he showed out there. Nice escape, though. Very smart competitor, as he managed to tag out, and Hot Stuff, of course, dominating as always. And what about with Lucy and Cole Cabana and Ace Steel going up to Chris Sabin? And we found out Chris Sabin has been invited to the Field of Honor. I didn't know there were invitations being given out to this thing.
Now, how does Chris Sabin know this and we don't? I thought we were on the payroll here.
Obviously, Chris Sabin talking to Rob Feinstein. I prefer not to talk to Rob myself, so maybe that's how he knows.
Yeah, I try to avoid him as well. So I hope Cole Cabana can find Rob Feinstein, because I definitely really want to know what's going on. I'm so intrigued by this whole Field of Honor. It's what everybody here is talking about. The fans are talking about it. There's just such an unknown to it, but it really sounds like it could be a great thing here in the fall, I would assume.
Well, so far we think it's a tournament. We're trying to get confirmation on that. I guess that's what Xavier said. Yup, and I guess Xavier's in it and Chris Sabin's in it.
That's pretty good for a start there. And Slyck Wagner Brown has just got his face rubbed against the top rope there. Nicely executed by Scoot as he hooks him up. Going for a vertical suplex and drops him.
Maybe after Les Thatcher gets an update on Amazing Red, we could get an update on what the Field of Honor is about. Maybe where Capetta's lacking, because he hasn't gotten us any information. Les Thatcher, he could steal Capetta's job if he gets this scoop.
I'll tell you what, the one night you really need Gary Michael Capetta, he doesn't decide to show up. What, do you have a book signing or something?
I guess so.
Boy.
As there you see Michael Shane coming in with Scoot at the disadvantage, working on that arm. Just so much going on right now here in ROH. And Chris Daniels, of course, he was half of the very first ROH Tag Team Champions. He wants those belts back tonight. And Chris Daniels is also targeting Samoa Joe, and he wants that ROH World title. But hey, maybe after tonight he'll be targeting BJ Whitmer. Samoa Joe and BJ Whitmer have that match coming up with the ROH World title on the line. But I know one thing, and that's that Chris Daniels wants that belt around his waist.
And I'm really looking forward to that title match tonight. You want to talk about hard-hitting, this could be one of the most hard-hittingest matches in Ring of Honor coming up. I'm really looking forward to this highly anticipated world title match here in Dayton.
Do you realize Chris Daniels could be a double champion?
That's right, he could be victorious tonight.
Yep, without a doubt. And hold on, I got okay, I'm getting an update right now. It looks like Amazing Red is unfortunately out. He's out with his knee injury. I think they're even taking him to the hospital.
Really? They're taking him out?
Yeah, it looks like he will not be able to compete tonight. That knee, it was weak going in, it was injured going in. The Briscoes did a number on it at Death Before Dishonor, and now that was just the final straw, I think, that Chris Daniels attack, and I think Amazing Red is out and on his way to the hospital. That's the word I'm getting from Les Thatcher. That's what he's telling to our producer.
What does this mean for AJ Styles? Is it going to be a 2-on-1 match, or?
I have no idea. If we can get some information out in the truck out there, if you can hear me, if you can get me some more information on what's going on for our main event tonight.
Yeah, put Les back to work.
Yeah, please let me know.
And Scoot Andrews getting back to this four-corner survival match. Is nice strike by Hot Stuff Hernandez and drops him in a sit-down powerbomb. Nicely executed there by the big man.
Hold on, check this out for a scoop I just got in my earpiece. Les Thatcher just told me ROH officials are so angry at the actions of Chris Daniels and the Prophecy that they are going to make Chris Daniels wrestle Xavier at our next show in just 1 week in Fairfield, Connecticut, but the #1 Contenders Trophy will be on the line.
Are you kidding me? Xavier against Chris Daniels are both members of the Prophecy.
Oh, that is going to be something else. It's going to be happening in 1 week when ROH goes to Fairfield, Connecticut.
Oh, Daniels has got to be livid. I definitely think that's one. I mean, he wants to wrestle for that #1 Contenders Trophy, but not against one of his own stablemates in Xavier.
That's going to be something interesting to see, and I guess we're going to see in a week. And what a move by Slyck Wagner Brown.
Go for the cover. But no, not enough as the big man powers out. And Slick's got to follow up on him.
Hey, I hear Lucy's in the back right now, Cabana and A Steel. They're trying to find some more people to ask about this Field of Honor, including Rob Feinstein, the ROH owner. So I guess we're going to get some more updates from them later on as the show progresses.
And Slyck has Hot Stuff. He has it hooked around the ropes. Head scissors, but a reverse head scissors. Nicely done. And here comes Scoot as he comes in with a reverse chin lock. And Michael Shane with the Boston Crab. Damn, look at that. As all these guys are hooked up in a row. Slyck Wagner Brown and Scoot Andrews going for a lot of punishment right there.
Wow, what a nice series of submissions right there. Ref Hansen, though, having to break it up as they're in the ropes.
Now, I'll tell you what, this is the first time for all these four guys against each other. But these guys are, what a match they're putting on right here. Slyck goes to the top rope.
Oh, misses the missile drop kick, though.
As that monster just pushes that drop kick out of the way.
Oh, Hot Stuff plants Slyck.
And Slyck Wagner Brown, no small individual by any means, as he's getting thrown around by Hot Stuff Hernandez.
Hold on, Artie, what are you saying? Our producer trying to tell me something, but the crowd's coming up here. We should have an update in a minute on what's going on with the main event. Hot Stuff, though, down, looking to make a tag. Slyck looking to make a tag. In comes Michael Shane. In comes Scoot Andrews.
Look at this. This is a hot tag, and it's not even a tag team match. You gotta love it. As Scoot Andrews and Michael Shane firing up with fisticuffs here in Dayton.
Michael Shane whipping Scoot Andrews in a reversal by Scoot. Up and over the sunset flip goes Michael Shane. Scoot gets out of it, takes Shane up, has Shane in a bad position. Here comes Hot Stuff Hernandez in. No, Scoot has Hot Stuff. There's a struggle going on with those guys in the hold, but there's Slyck. Oh, with the leg on all of them, and they're all down.
And we have a corner right here in the middle of the ring as all four individuals are down for the count.
All right, this is what's going on for the main event. I just received word. The tag titles will still be defended tonight. We're not going to rip the people off in Dayton of that stipulation, even though the Prophecy attacked Red. The tag titles will be defended tonight. AJ Styles and, oh, beautiful moonsault by Slyck misses. But AJ will be able to have a partner of his choice to step in for the injured Amazing Red to take on Chris Daniels and Dan Mock in the main event of tonight's show. No word on who that partner is. AJ beat, oh, look at that. Shane sent to the floor as Hot Stuff kicked out with so much force. So we will have the main event. AJ not letting it be known who his partner is going to be, but we will have the main event. The tag titles will be defended. As there goes Slyck. Oh!
Beautiful acai moonsault to the floor into the rail. What a collision we have there. And Slyck Wagner Brown, he could be hurt as well. It's what a collision we had into that steel railing on the outside, that steel barricade. And that leaves that monster in the ring. Hot Stuff Hernandez. We've seen him fly before. Is he going to take off here in Dayton, Chris?
I think Hot Stuff's about to get airborne. There's the big stomp.
Look out below. And a big plancha.
A big plancha? Doesn't you mean plancha?
And the fans in Dayton rising to their feet. What excitement we have here in the Montgomery County Fairgrounds as Hot Stuff Hernandez just leaped over the top rope on all of the other three individuals in this match.
All four men looking great in this one. Slyck Wagner Brown joined by has all the potential in the world. Hot Stuff Hernandez, a huge hard hitter that can fly. There's no telling how far this man can go. Scoot he's done it almost all here in ROH, including that great series of matches against Paul London last year. And now we have Slyck, Hot Stuff fighting back and forth. Hot Stuff getting Slyck up in a razor's edge type position. This is not where you want to be if you're Slyck Wagner Brown, as he gets tossed.
And we saw that maneuver, that same maneuver in Elizabeth, that it got him a win against the Carnage Crew, but Michael Shane with a nice drop kick off the top rope as he just rocked Hot Stuff Hernandez.
That sneaky Michael Shane always wanted to take advantage of an opportunity, and he did right there. As, Scoot Andrews speared out of his boots.
And Scoot Andrews almost in convulsions after that collision, as he might be out. He might have permanent rib damage after a move like that. Michael Shane going for the super kick, but no block, and he's grabbed once again by Hernandez. Picks him up, ducks the clothesline, and a big super kick.
Down goes Hot Stuff. Boy, that super kick has to be in with so much force to make a man like Hot Stuff Hernandez fall like a redwood tree. Now Scoot trying to hook something up. Whoa! Oh, Slyck almost died on the shooting star.
They're over the cover now, but now Scoot Andrews breaks it up. What an extremely dangerous maneuver that was.
Scoot hitting that big move on Michael Shane at the same time as he's whipping Slyck in now a reversal. Scoot maybe going for that force of nature. It's been a year since we've seen this awesome finish. He's got him up there. It is force of nature. He's beating Xavier with this move. Oh, Michael Shane right there to break it up. And that's the ring presence, the knowledge of Michael Shane. He always knows what's going on in that ring where he is. And that's what makes you a better